And tonight we're gonna crack the code. And we're back in LA, back at the studio with another creepy TikTok compilation. So if you haven't done it yet and you like all the creepiness, hit and smash the subscribe button. Share and like, really appreciate it. And now let's get into it.
Ready. This is so cool.
That's trippy for sure.
It's about to happen.
Alright, you ready?
Hit it.
Oh, yo. Crazy. Look at that.
How does that happen? What is that? Have a seizure? They just go on the floor like that. Mind blown.
What the heck?
Oh.
Is the thing spinning?
I've officially seen it all.
Flashing light
Alright, I can die now.
that made the difference.
Come on, guys. You just don't go on the floor like that. Yeah, we're going to love.
Is that a dog? Or a wolf? Or a mix?
Did the impractical jokers really just tell us in plain sight?
This is where we're going, selling my soul to this son of a...
They done this skit titled Selling Your Soul, where essentially one
My
of the
soul
guys was
and for
giving
sale
an
for
option to
sure.
Sell the soul of the shoes or sell his own soul. But it got a little weird after they actually brought up this guy's cousin who had a full contract ready to be signed.
Bring in the notary. What? So you know my cousin Helen, she's a notary. She brought the contract for you, bud. You're just gonna want to read this over real quick.
Oh, wow. I, Salvatore Volcano.
Read it really good.
Do immediately give my eternal soul to James S. Murray of Princeton, New Jersey. Eternal?
Yeah, sounds bad, doesn't it?
Use of mine own human to
Oh.
certify the deal. Take my soul. Take
Creepy.
Oh, no. You It's right next to the line.
Is this what you feel like at a contract signing?
Yes.
It's getting real.
Yes. No, just hope. Congrats, Mark.
Do you think these guys are part of the club as people claim? Let me know what you think.
Que foi, Jefio? Que foi, Jefio? Que foi, homem?
And no. I'll be out.
Meu Deus, cara, é verdade, cara. Olha ele lá, cara. Jefio do céu, cara. A imagem do Jefio lá, JBKV, cara.
Fake or real?
Meu Deus do céu, cara.
You tell me.
Fica tranquilo, Jefio. Olha lá, cara, você não tá pensando, velho. Como assim, velho? Sumiu, velho. Tava lá, cara. Tava lá, Jefio. Tava lá, Jefio. Tu viu isso, cara? Eu imaginei agora, Jota. Na nossa frente, cara. Calma, Jefio. Calma, cara. Calma.
The hurricane was nasty. For real?
Did anyone else find the invitations to the all-white party extremely weird? This is the highest profile party in the world called the all-white party. It's hosted by billionaire Michael Rubin and it happens every year on the 4th of July. But there was something about the invitations that just didn't sit right with me. This one is Tom Brady's, this one right here is Drake's, and this is Quavo's. You can see all of the celebrities' invitations if you just look them up. But if you pause and look at the artwork, there's some weird stuff going on. These invitations were done by George Condo. This is a very popular artist and some of his artwork goes for millions of dollars.
You got the
And he
eye
gave each celebrity
everywhere.
their own unique invitation. And I looked up some of his artwork and he has a lot of interesting
Look at the eye on
stuff,
all
including
those
when he
paintings.
collabed with Kanye West for one of his album covers. He drew him up a bunch of artwork. Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. A lot of people question
What'd you guys
what
think?
actually goes down during this party, especially after they saw what Michael Rubin made Meek Mill do, jumping around like a bunny because he supposedly lost the bet. And then in the private jet, when Lil Baby and Meek Mill were saying that they were gonna get drunken hugs if they don't behave at the party.
I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
Drunken hug.
Told them about in your paper.
Yes.
The pillow. That's right.
Is that paper here or no?
We have it out there.
It's a trick. It's a magical. I had a paper that I wrote down with all the number and I call her. So I have those numbers written. I pray to the God. Said, Godfather, please. I am struggle. I have a young kid and young wife, and then I need some help. I don't want to die yet, unless I have something for my family first. I pray. I told my father, Godfather, that the number 1 to 69.
We gotta try, guys.
I want that 5 number. Give me that 5 number or that, and then on the red one on the bottom, 1 to the 26. I said I want 1 number from that group, and then I put that piece of paper on the pedal sheet under there.
It's just crazy.
Slept with it for 2 weeks, and then win it. I win that with quick pick. Quick pick. It's not the one I picked myself. Quick pick. So God picked for me. Thank you.
He put his mind into it.
Oh my God, I swear to God, this thing just looked at me. Oh my fucking.
I always tell my kids to not be scared of this doll until tonight. She has to go.
You've gotta stop. You gotta stop. It is.
Oh, she reacted fast. That saved her life. There we go. Mm-hmm. Wow. We all need to carry toys. Nowadays. You know it.
Matt Caldwell said, I cut the hair around my dog's eyes because it was getting long and blocking his vision. So now, what does it mean when my dog looks at me like this? He looking at you like a grown man in his 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why you gotta do this to me? Tell me this not your dog, Matt.
No one is in this unless they're in the club.
Absolutely.
So is your conclusion, based on what you know from your husband's revelations, reading his diaries, this sort of thing, is there anybody in the U.S. military, the Army and Marines, anybody in the level of, you know, your generals and your colonels, is there anybody who would not be in this club?
There's nobody who doesn't know. In special operations, I would say, and I would put money in the bank on this, not one of them is not a party to this. It's not a Once they get that bird, Colonel, that bird, they go through an initiation ceremony. This is not a, and my husband told me about that too.
What's the initiation ceremony like?
They get them drunk.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Dining in, shellback. He told me.
Oh, dining in. This is a term that they use.
Oh, yeah.
A code
yeah.
word.
Oh, yeah.
Shellback?
Shellback. They,
What's that mean?
Anal sex. But they get them really drunk. The guys who are that way do it. It's a group situation thing. And I was told by two colonels who said, you know, it's normal, Kay. This is just what we do in battle, you know.
Normal, you know what I'm saying?
This is just good old boys.
This is just what we do, Kay.
די, בהצלחה. הבא בתור. בסדר? תגיד לי, מה אתה מחוק? מה זה? אחי, מה שראית לי, מה אתה רוצה? זה מה שרצית? זה? תראה, זה אחי.
I can't believe this happened. Oh, shit.
Huh? Those kind of close. Right.
Whoa.
Could this be true? The latest human quest is immortality and divinity. We're all trying to be superhumans. Is that actually happening?
Yes, in places like Silicon Valley, equality is out, but immortality is in. Everybody's talking about immortality. Google has just established 2 or 3 years ago a sub-company called Calico, whose stated aim is to solve the problem of death. We've solved search, now we'll solve death. And they are not the only ones. And basically they are saying death is not some metaphysical phenomenon. We don't have to wait for the second coming of Christ in order to solve it. A couple of geeks in a laboratory can do it.
Are they doing it?
Yeah, they are investing billions in that.
Your body
not
died.
only them, but all over the world.
Not you.
Basically, there are 3 ways. You can use biological engineering to change the human body, to speed up natural selection. You can use cyborg engineering, which is combining organic with inorganic parts, and you can create completely inorganic life forms. It will be not only the greatest revolution in history, it will be the greatest revolution in biology.
We're getting there.
Will we still be human?
Not in the sense that we understand humanity today.
I knew enough not to trust the government, but I didn't think anything of McDonald's having a big M and them symbolizing the big M, or Marathon gas station or M&M's candy. I didn't think that was a big deal. Why would I? As I started looking into numerology, I understood that M is 13, and that signifies homage to the 13 bloodline illuminating families. It's all over the place. Go on your computers and put in all the movies that start with 13. 13 Warriors, 13 Ghosts. It's like 30 of them. Then start looking at Ladder 49 or 6 Days, 7 Nights. And the system that's always in the court system, 12 jurors, 1 judge, always in religion, Jesus, 12 apostles. It's all the same. It's 12 plus 1. Astrology, sun, 12 signs. It's everywhere. What do you think, this is a coincidence?
Interesting too in the Star Wars, according to the Masonic reference works that you can get in any library, the the Freemasonic Orders of Europe said that there was a little ideologue, a little spiritual entity that gave the knowledge to what the Masons call our hidden masters. That's what Freemasonry refers to, those who lead world Freemasonry. They don't know who they are. No Freemason knows who the actual leaders of the world organization are. They call them our hidden masters. Well, according to the reference works, there is a little spiritual entity that guides the world Freemasonry, and they call him Yoda. And in the reference works, you'll see this little creature with the pointed ears, and he's called Yota. Yota goes back to Judah, or Judah, which goes back into British Israel World Freemasonry, going back to the time of the founding of England.
Oh, that's a trash river. There's no water. It's only trash. This is insane. The shirts and
trash
the clothes here
everywhere.
Watch this.
Authentication is irritating. This is a developmental system made by MC10, and it has an antenna and some sensors embedded in it. And what we plan to do is work with them to advance a tattoo that could be used for authentication. It may be true that 10 to 20-year-olds don't want to wear a watch on their wrist, but you can be sure that they'll be far more interested in wearing an electronic tattoo, if only to piss
I don't know about that.
I take a vitamin every morning. What if I could take vitamin authentication?
What? It's a hard pass.
This pill
Hard pass
has
from
a small
I don't know
chip
about you guys.
inside of it with a switch, and it creates an 18-bit ECG-like signal in your body, and essentially your entire body becomes your authentication token.
Oh, poor dude. Poor man.
There are thousands of spiders on my boat. Thousands. They're everywhere. And I've made a truce with the spider world. I have told the spiders, I will not crush you or harm you if you don't bite me. And I've never been bit by a spider like in 38 years out, you know, on a boat.
The spider
This is all
whisperer.
a guy needs, right?
Right.
I got a guest bunk. This is it, man. Rent free.
Hey, we're winning. How can we give up such a view? Trust nobody but God.
A new study just recently came out that was able to measure which emotion produces the most powerful frequency out of the human body, and it wasn't love. This emotion was 4,000 times stronger than love. The study is called the Spain Scale of Emotion Research Project, and that's spelled S-P-A-N-E. In this research project, they were able to gather 25,000 subjects and put them all in a room where they were able to use instruments that could measure the frequencies being emitted from the human body. These instruments were so precise that they could isolate different emotions that humans were experiencing based on the frequency emitted from their bodies. These instruments were so precise that they could isolate the differences between anger, frustration, passion, joy, arousal, sadness, any emotion you could think of. And the most powerful emotion detected by these instruments was authenticity. The frequency that authenticity emitted through the human body was 4,000 times stronger than the frequency emitted.
The truth.
True power comes from being your authentic self. And now this
Be true to yourself.
So the key to raising your vibration is loving yourself
amazing.
enough to be real, to be authentic, to tell the truth, to
stay
believe
real.
what you say, to believe in yourself.
Some weird sound coming out of it. You hear that? It's coming from all directions. That way. You can't even hear that plane right there. That sounds way louder than that plane. Yeah, you hear that?
Florida Keys. Since our story on Thursday, we've received a steady stream of video showing the scale of the unusual event that is now being seen beyond the lower Keys.
And state lawmakers now allocating $2 million in the state budget to study that event. Our update tonight is this week's Don't Trash Our Treasure. A marine mystery in the lower Keys that continues to baffle, shock, what the hell? And break hearts.
I'm so sorry.
According to FWC, since December, at least 21 critically endangered small-tooth sawfish have been reported dead. Separately, more than a dozen species of fish have been seen spinning and acting erratically.
We don't know if these two events are related, but we have the investigations and lines of inquiry going on right now.
And officials, not the only ones investigating.
Well, back in February of last year, I noticed that 10 fish started behaving odd, like they were playing dead, and some of them were spinning.
For Greg Furstenworth, the Lower Canyons are more than just a vacation destination. This is home. That's why after he saw that first pinfish, he pressed record and hasn't put down the camera since.
And then come around November.
Are they doing some kind of experiment in the waters?
So we're in the waters between
The one we don't know.
Big Pine Key. Most of the activity has been documented in these inland waters. Scientists say so far it doesn't appear to be a low oxygen event, and the net crops he's coming back don't show any signs of pathogens or bacteria.
At first I was scared, and now I'm just curious of what the environment's going to turn into.
Listen, we at Homey Hills. That's on the top. Only people over here is Michael Jordan. You got Martin Lawrence right here. Ice-T still got that old house. It's in the hills. So next thing you know, Mo Preem, Big Sight, rest in peace, Pac, and he was fucking with Kadada. He's, you know, Pac, he's a Gemini. You gonna get the good, nice Pac, or you can get the evil Pac. He comes in, he see Kadada Jones. That's what he's fucking Kadada. He say, whatever his name, K-Baby something, I need to holler at you. You know, he acknowledged Mike. I'm like, wait a minute, cuz. And he grabbed Kadada's arm, Mike grabbed her arm. They got it like this. And Mike said, watch out, cuz. You still got to handle it with my sister, homie. Pac swing, Mike duck it. Mike give him a left, boom. He give him a left. Pac karate kick. Yeah, Mike blocked the kick. Yeah, they go to the ground. Squabble. We come break it up. Mike got grass in his perm. And then Pac got like this. And who stopped that beef? Rest in peace. The homie, IBC. They shook hands and they shrugged and squashed it. They say Mike beat him up, but I said, Pac swung first. Mike 6'2". It's Joe Jackson's son from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
That was the murder capital of the year. Gary, Indiana, that's down the street from Chicago. The mob. That's where the mob at. Bush and them chewed up grass. They hugged it out. But they were saying Mike beat up too. I said, I don't know. Pac kicked, Mike blocked it. He swung. Mike hit him with that. Mike, see, look how he kick in the air. That nigga Mike's a muffin.
Yeah, that's a kick.
Grass. We breaking it up because I wanted to see him fight. And Syke said, no, Buddha, let's break it up. I want to see it. Because Pac loved to fight. He can't fight, but he loved to fight.
Who is the devil in your life? Is he also an alien, or is it not a real person, not a real spirit? Who's the devil?
Let me tell you what happened. So you go again into the ancient tablets, you discover that a Yahweh, who's in the Bible is known as God, right? Yahweh is known in the ancient text as Satan, the Lord of Eden, E-D-I-N. The land between the Euphrates and the Tigris rivers is where they had the Eden, E-D-I-N. When he has his outdoor laboratories, what I like to call it, where they discovered that mating these people together would work if they had enough genetic diversity. What happens is his brother, Enki, who's now known as Satan, he comes in and he starts talking to the people there. And he starts telling them, it wasn't just Adam and Eve he was talking to, there were other people there. And he was telling them how powerful they really were. The mysteries of the universe was inside of their body, and that they had the ability to ascend even to a higher level than even them. These people then realized that they weren't animals. They clothed themselves. And by the time this Yahweh character, also known as Enlil, comes back, Satan, he realizes what's happened, that his brother has given them the apple. What's the apple? Knowledge. And so he gets pissed off.
What you been you for a long time, do you be like, damn, I want to be somebody else?
No. Maybe though. It would be kind of crazy to put my feet in somebody else's shoes. Once.
But do you feel like you would still be like create another you, or you like, damn, I already did that?
Create another Trippie Redd?
Yeah.
You know, chilling.
You get in something else. Do you feel like you would create?
Spilling the beans.
Well, yeah, I had already created Orlando Brown too.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
How's that? Is that something to talk about? How's that? Use Disney Channel?
I be playing characters.
Oh, they say y'all favor each other?
That's me.
Damn.
Didn't we do one already? That's crazy.
I said that's crazy. You said it too. You owe me something.
Here is a picture straight from the Library of Congress presented as a historical photo of New York City. And this is where we get into the so-called vanilla skies. This is classified as a negative, a glass plate negative, which means that this photo was taken straight from the camera and that's how it was. At first glance of this photo, obviously this thing down here looks a little weird, but everything else seems normal. Right here, when we zoom in, this is a painted car.
Yeah, I know
What
it.
the
It is.
That's like a cartoon drawing. And over here, we got people that are blatantly like painted in, right? Like
That's a joke, guys.
Okay, those are paint strokes. There's like no denying that.
Now look at this. When we get up here, this
What
is
are
all
they
painted.
trying
This
to
is a
hide?
building here in the original photo, right? This is all painted in. So people are saying like, what are they actually trying to hide by painting over these things?
Exactly.
Because this right here, like this from here up is all like, you know, fake, except for these right here. These are real buildings, you could tell. But what was here that they needed to paint and cover? Even in the Library of Congress, it doesn't say that, hey, it's a retouched photo. It's presented as a glass plate negative.
You see, they're just trying to confuse you. Which is left or right or left. You don't even know. What are they trying to hide? But if you stay true to yourself and trust your guts, you'll find out. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribing. Stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.